famous matchup in Fog Tier 2 matches. That is Eagle Olaf matchup. At the very beginning, I'd like to show the information of the both commanders. Olaf, absolutely, he can be regarded as no day-to-day ability in the global league, and his only powerful thing is his superpower. Enemy lose 2 HP and the weather change to snow for 1 day, which makes other CO very hard to perform their counterattacks. And Eagle, air units gain 15% attack and 10% defense and consume less fuel, and his naval unit is bad. We normally don't use, or we say we never use his normal power, lightning drive, but we use only his superpower. Air units attack and defense increased. All foot soldier units may move and fire again, even if built this turn. And the thing we have to really note is that we should use the power after moving, not before moving. Okay, so this matchup is really famous in the Global League Tier 2 matches, uh, because usually Olaf will superpower first, cause a huge number of global damage to Eagle units. When Eagle is trying to uh, superpower to answer back, and it's very likely that Olaf will get his second superpower very fast. And I think, as far as I know, there are some takeaways for Eagle and Olaf, the both sides. Uh, if Eagle wants to maintain a very good position before Olaf's superpower, and Eagle must play a very good early game to either income lead or unit count lead before Olaf. Uh, not forget that Eagle day-to-day ability on copters is advantageous over Olaf no day-to-day abilities. And I think, compared to my own experience, it is not advisable to build lots of B-copters before Olaf's first superpower, because copter mobility will be greatly restrained by the snow. And for Eagle, he wants to maintain as large army as possible after Olaf's first superpower, and then he's going to threaten Olaf with his superpower in hand, either to capture the contested properties or take the com tower or any other crucial elements in the matches. And I think it is very likely to note that uh, Eagle artillery can shoot twice in the global after the superpower, which makes it a very good unit to defend Olaf's tank aggression. Because even if the artillery is only 8 HP, it is still a very good unit to counter tanks. Not to say it has the chance to shoot twice in matches. And as Olaf, I think we should never forget that you want to add pressure after your first Winter Fury. Because if you don't add pressure, Eagle will just step back, accumulating units, and Olaf will just dead. Just dead. So it is also important for Eagle to control the CO power meter. Eagle does not want to engage Olaf, and at the same time, Olaf superpower to answer Eagle overextended engaging units, which could be very bad for Eagle. Which means Eagle will have to uh, take the proper time to step back in order to defend Olaf's superpower aggressions. And for some little notes to take away, I think is for Olaf, it is better to hide the heavy tanks away out of Eagle vision or Eagle range because it, because it will just be a free power charge for Eagle, and Olaf does not want to see that. What's more, Olaf never forgets to hide your anti as backwards as possible because Eagle copter crash on the anti will boost the CO power greatly so that he could activate his superpower even beforehand Olaf's superpower. Okay, so here's the basic introduction of the game. So here comes the first sample of today's topic. It was a relatively old match. It was Kant Bei versus Xie. His Chinese. Is English translation. You could translate it as ash, but it sounds quite weird. So we just call him Xie over there. Very old match, stolen seconds. Let's just begin. Very normal openings. The D3 recon by Kant Bei. And yeah, weak side day 4 tank by Xie. Early artillery. Well, sadly it was in tank range. Recon is in tank range. Sadly. Boom. Recon's dead. So we need to take this kind of engagement with cautious because it is so close to the weak side base reinforcement range. Okay. Early T-copter by Xie. That's a very glorious move, standing over there to stop the capture of Kant Bei, because there's 100% not going to be a tank over there. Okay, artillery controlling the center. Another artillery. You see, legendary folk players, they build lots of artillery. Really. For sure. Oh, that T-copter block sounds very funny. Let's see how Kant Bei is going to answer this situation. Oh. It's we continue. Yeah. Kant Bei started to add pressure over there, but you know, it was kind of throwing. See, in the early game, Xie has already the uh, in no incomplete, but the unit count heavy lead, 5 units, 5 units. Jesus, that's a crucial way how Eagle play overplays compared to Olaf, wins the early game. So Canterbury has to resort to defensive positions and step back. 3 artilleries, Jesus, 3 artilleries. And then Eagle started to pop his battlecopter. 4 artillery now, 4 artilleries. Well, artillery really did lots of work. Eagle medium tank. So Canberra starts walling, and Shia started to add pressure to this property. Two artillery. 2 artillery still safe and can carry their responsibilities. As you could see that mass artillery needs to expose one artillery in not that quite safe region with the other 2 artillery to aid if this artillery get hit, and these 2 artillery can still shoot back. That's how artillery is used. See, right at the crucial moment, Eagle has already outplayed Olaf. Mysterious thing is going to happen. Let's wait and see. Artillery shoot again. Medium tank. He chose to superpower in the snow. Let's see. Boom. 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 See? See, that's the final difference. The unit count advantage for Eagle has increased dramatically. So we could easily conclude over there is that if Eagle plays better than Olaf in the early game, even if he is the Olaf superpower first, but he could still answer and still get a very good counter with the superpower lightning strike. See, Olaf popped his superpower first, but no advantage at all. See, that's how Eagle versus Olaf work to some extent. That's just crucial bad. Artillery range. Countless units artillery has shot. Countless units. See? Then game is just dead. Okay. We just stop talking about this match over there. See, that's kind of how Eagle versus Olaf works. And during this time, Eagle will just sit back, stall, sit back, stall, and it's just that artillery. See? So it is very important for Eagle to outplay Olaf in the early game to keep Olaf superpower not that as harmful as expected to Eagle. Alright? Ladies and gentlemen, then we come directly to this match. It was a match between two very good fog players, Reimer and Toadred. Eagle versus Olaf as well. If you check Reimer profile, you will discover that he murdered lots of very good Olaf players with Eagle. Yeah, it's just kind of unstoppable. Pretty strong, incredible player. Wordiness. None of them got an early recon. They chose to capture the properties. Oh, early artillery. Not recon. Let's see how this artillery will carry its responsibility. Tank. So, quite obvious. Reimer wants to add force over this side. You got recon now. So Toadred is trying to add force this side, over there. Another recon, yes. That is a safe capture. And quite interesting that Toadred shifted his tanks above. Let's see what will Reimer do. Secured com tower capture. Accumulating units. Oh, one hit KO. Quite good. Hard to say if that's a very good trade. Hard to say. Doubtful. Boom. No tanks targeting the artillery, which could be very bad for Toadred side, I think. See? 8 HP of damage by the artillery. So, as you could see, it's kind of that Toadred got too much infantry at downside, which means he's not having enough infantry at top side to his KO Reimer infantry, It's a little bit doubtful. Okay, finally he hits the artillery with the anti. So Reimer stepped back a little bit, waiting for his reinforcement, but I have to admit that this Reimer recon did do a lot of job downside. There. Adding force. Oh, see? Olaf is going to superpower, and then Eagle chose to step back to gather his force. then uh, hard to say if that decision is very correct. Oh, this tank over there looks like a seal power charge. Let's see how Raymer going to answer for that. See, accumulating forces all over this area. Let's see. Solid units. Boom, 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 boom. Charged. We could see them. Yeah. So pretty bad for Olaf because Eagle superpower first. Jesus. Slaughter. Kind of slaughter over there. So that's 14 units unit count lead. And we step back a little bit. Hard to say if totally this kind of decision makes sense. If I were him, I would like to withdraw all the units over this side to the down corner rather than just waiting in this zone because it is just too dangerous sitting over there. Too dangerous sitting over there. Yeah, this turn. Not that turn. For this turn, I would prefer to stand right this side, rather than that wasn't a safe distance away from Eagle superpower, to be very, very honest. So, I think he doesn't really expect that Raymer is going to engage. Maybe, but his tank over there is just a power chart. Hard to understand this turn for sure. Yeah. Just superpower happens. Boom, 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 boom. It is a little contradictory. Okay, let's see. Seems coming back from the unit count, but see units positions, unit count, even worse. Infantry is dead. Stuff, things like that. The Raymer sits back again. Raymer sits back again. So, to be a very good eagle, you should select a smart time to step back, accumulating your forces. He forced Torrid opt to go overextended and boom. Unit's just dead. Pretty unworthy engagement. Very patient eagle, you see. He stepped back again, walling units. Very patient eagle. Yeah, so finally he just remembered to step back. By the way, it is a very important build to when your unit count disadvantage. Copter, tank, inf, or copter, tank, recon, inf, both make sense. So you see, it's not that bad that even though Olaf has 2k income lead currently. Don't tell me in this situation that that Eagle superpower first again. Don't tell me that. Yeah. Shifted back. Very patient Eagle. With lots of infantry walls, you see? Because Olaf lacked the firepower. Infantry walls is way more effective to counter him rather than Max. And at this crucial moment, Rimmer opts to sit back. Well, good. Olaf superpower first. But bad news is, after the superpower, Olaf didn't kill Eagle lots of units. Eagle units still there. Unit count still lead, although the unit value wasn't lead. Patient Eagle, step back again. So, yeah. A new tank. Well. Reinforce. Oh, jeez. Has to sit back. No way. See? With the superpower threatened, Eagle is being able to finally capture this contested properties back from totally. That's another way how Eagle is played. Threaten Olaf with his insane superpower. Okay. Hard to say, pretty hard to say. It's not that good to rescue, to be very honest. Not a very good way idea trying to rescue. Okay. And boom, boom, boom. So at this very crucial moment, Eagle started to front switching again, trying to take the Olaf not safe properties. Eagle bomber anyway. Well, in fact, this was crucial, very hard for Olaf to play on. See? Threaten Olaf with the superpower. He's not trying to engage in Olaf a lot with the superpower. Well, that is a little bit brave because Bomber is over there. I think this is going to be the very turn that Eagle is going to pop his superpower. Jesus. Let's see. Boom. Boom. Jesus. Game is just dead. So let's come and conclude something over there. Rimmer played a better early game, and he knows the importance of gathering forces to pose lots of threats to Olaf. That's let's see how. See, almost half of total raid units was eliminated by Eagle superpower, and Olaf's superpower charge cannot hold this large amount of death and damage. So, coming back, it is more or less the problematic thing that Toad Raid played a little bit too aggressive over there this time. Yeah, he didn't play better early game compared to Rimmer, so that is the heavy reason over there leading to Toad Raid loses, in fact. Yeah. Okay, this match ends there. So here comes the final match of today's analysis. Rimmer versus Lance. In Goldfish, Eagle versus Olaf again. Oh, strange. He didn't opt to early recon as Lance. Interesting. That this opener looks good because coincidentally Rimmer hasn't recon. Capture artillery. No recon opening as Lance. It was an old game of Lance. Well, anyway. That's a little bit brutal because it is a three-side engagement. That's brutal. Oh, sad. Oh, that's sad. He stepped back, gathering forces. Ooh, artillery range. It's fine for Rimmer to continue the aggression because Olaf tank is not going to be one hit KO the recon. The recon's still alive. Stop capture job is finished. Artillery range again, ladies and gentlemen. Artillery range again. So you see, when you are playing a very good player, you must get utilize of your artillery. See, early unit count lead as Raymer. Pretty hard. So, at the same time, Lance chose to step back. Raymer added forces. No. The disadvantage over there is already quite obvious. Quite obvious. Unit chain is broke. Oh, that's just kind of throwing to some extent. Yeah, kind of throwing. This was at the crucial moment that Lance wasn't quite becoming that strong. Seems coming back a little bit with the help of the superpower, so Raymer opts to stand back. See, a long way to go to fulfill ego power meter, which means Olaf played terrible in the early game. If your superpower could make ego near very close to his superpower, which means your Olaf played correct. But if it didn't happen, it means your Olaf played wrong. Pretty sad, but it's the fact. Aggression. Walling again. Patient player wins fog. Oh, that is a brutal infantry trying to spot region, but he accidentally spot nothing for it. Patient Eagle, patient Raymer wins the game. So stand back. Patient Raymer, patient Eagle. Superpower threatening Lance property. It kind of makes sense, but free seal power charge, for sure. 10 unit count. Jeez. Pretty bad, huh? Throw some units and other units back. Oh. Then you go slaughter happens. Slaughter. Ooh. So, see how crucial Eagle needs to play better in the early game. If you play better in the early game, you will easily lead Olaf into an awkward situation. He has to, keep running away from your superpower range. Well, property is got. It's pretty obvious the results in this match. Let's just come back. Crucial mistake. Tank on cities with 3 sides weakened. Crucial mistake. And yeah, no cover. Keep driving. Keep smashing units in artillery range. Crucial problems. So it's quite throwing again this turn. Throwing again. The reinforcements were not in place. And boom. Yeah. Okay. So we just stop today's discussion on Eagle Olaf matchup. We could see the importance to play a better early game as Eagle in this match. So, and another crucial point to bear it in mind is that you want to stall. You want to be patient. You don't want to use your superpower very fast to get some hard to say consequences, because they will just be stepped back by Olaf's superpower. You want to utilize your superpower smart. And never forget, as Eagle, retreat timely so that you won't be overextended, and at the same time Olaf's superpower is answering you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching.